Continuing with section 2.3, we will now discuss the point-slope form of a line. The point-slope form of the equation for the line passing through the point x1, y1 with slope m is given by the formula y minus y1 equals m times the quantity, in parentheses, x minus x1. Let's consider an example. Find the equation in slope-intercept form of the line that passes through the point -2, 5 with slope 3. So let's look at what we're given. We have a point -2, 5. In getting the point, we are given the x1 and the y1. We only have one point, so the -2 is the first x and the 5 is the first y. We are also told that the slope, which is the m, is equal to 3. So let's take our point-slope equation and we want to plug in the numbers that we have in the appropriate places in the equation. So for the slope, for the m, we're going to enter in a 3. For the x1, we're going to enter a -2. And for the y1, we're going to enter a 5. So let's look at what we have now. We have on the left-hand side, y minus 5 is equal to 3 times x minus a negative makes a plus 2. Now, the first thing that I want to do, because it is asking me to put it in slope-intercept form, which remember means to solve for y, we're going to distribute the 3 throughout the parentheses. So on the right-hand side, we'll have 3x plus 6. Then we're going to add 5 to both sides. So we have y is equal to 3x plus 11. And that is our equation of slope in slope-intercept form of the line that passes through the point -2, 5 and has a slope of 3. Our next example asks me to find the equation in slope-intercept form of the line that passes through the 2 points, -3, -2, and 1, 6. So if I have 2 points, I would label these points, the -3, -2, as my x1 and my y1, since that is my first point, and the 1, 6 will be the x2 and the y2. Now, in order to find the equation, we must have the slope. So we begin there with our slope formula. Remember that the slope formula asks you to find the difference in the y's divided by the difference in the x's. So for the y2, we're going to put in a 6. For the y1, we're going to put in a -2. For the x2, we'll put in a 1. And for the x1, we'll put in a -3. On the top, 6 minus -2 is the same thing as 6 plus 2, which is equal to 8. On the bottom, 1 minus -3 is the same thing as 1 plus 3, which is equal to 4. 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. So we know now that the slope will equal 2. So let's take our point-slope formula And let's plug in what we know. Now, I actually can use either of these points, but since this one is already labeled, I'm going to go with the -3, -2. So I am going to plug in for the y1 a -2. For the m, I'm going to plug in a 2. And for the x1, I'll plug in a -3. So I have y plus 2 is equal to 2 times x plus 3. Remember that if we want to write our answer in slope-intercept form, that this means that we need to solve for y. So I'm going to distribute on the right-hand side. So the 2 times the x plus 3 becomes 2x plus 6. And then I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. So y is equal to 2x plus 4, and we have our answer.